I'm not gonna share the builders or the area that I'm at. At least that's not gonna be trying to do. Nice. Nice. I like it. Yep. We live in a 110 mile an hour wind zone. So these type of clips are always required for these homes. Still has a nice corner, cut out a little foam. I like it. Immediately, I'm seeing everything that I like except for that. I'm just not a fan of that. Why couldn't they, just wondering, why couldn't they have just put a 2x6 on top of that all the way down and made it solid? I don't know. Anyways, pretty well built house so far. Not so bad. I don't like this. Here we are again. Same kind of ladder type stuff. I personally, sheetrockers. This is my question to a sheetrocker that's watching this. What happens when you put your sheetrock up on this wall and it gets bumped into? So you bump into that piece right there. Or bang something into it. Maybe a dresser. Maybe a dresser like that, you know what I'm saying? I mean, the bigger it gets, the more concern I have about it. You just saw me go through a Habitat house and they did none of this kind of stuff here. There would be a T here. See, there'd be a 2x4 here. And that would be more like a T. I'm not sure why. And they are doing the same thing as that other construction place was, and they're skimping on the corners. I'd like more than 1.5 inches here. When I'm nailing my piece of trim up there that's 3.5 inches wide, I like to be able to nail it in on both sides. And if you build a real corner, you can do that. You can do that. But when they build them like this, and what do? Just come back later and drive the nails in? You know, I mean, what? Just come back later and drive the nails in? I really don't know. So I get a little bit confused when I see this kind of stuff because I've never built a house like this before. And to be honest, before I did roofing, I worked in Maine for a place called, Jesus. Can't even remember the name of the place now. It's been so long ago. Anyways, I was a lot younger then. Trade Center, yes. It was in, we were working in Kennebunkport, Maine. And I've done framing ever since back then, and we never built anything like these things with the little, that. What in the world? Are you kidding me? I mean, that's one 2x4, I guess. And they would have had to use, I don't know. If you guys like this framing and think this framing is all cool and all, that's cool with you. But if I built my house, I would not do it like this. I wouldn't. What in the world do I have going on here? I couldn't even tell you. There's got to be another board going in there. Something's not right. All right, maybe they're gonna have to add another board on the back of that. I don't know. When I did mine, when we run a leg, we always ran a jack. We ran 3 jacks. Every time I ever built a house, it was jack up top of that, jack up on top of that. I've never done it without the jacks being up there. I've never built a wall without putting a T. I mean, I would have it marked in the top plate and the bottom plate that there was going to be a T there to accept a wall. And I'm just never seen anything like this. Like I say, we live in the 110 mile an hour wind zone, so we do have to really do some serious tying down on our houses here. As you can see, when they hook these bad boys down, they do it often. So that's
proceed to the route.
proceed to the route. I got my GPS.
Proceed to the route.
Oh, don't start that. I have to shut you off. All right. So, anyways, this is just another one of my series of kind of stepping into a place and nobody's around to see what they're doing. And I'm gonna proceed to the route. And you guys tell me. See, I like that. I mean, it's okay. That's cool. I could live with that all day long. I could live with these inside corners. I don't know what they're gonna do when it comes to the sheetrock in areas like this. I'm sure it's gonna be a bulge in a wall, but they spray foamed these things, I guess, to fill it in so they didn't have that gap back there. So that's great. I like that. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things I like. Then I look around and just see some strange stuff like that I'm just not a fan of, and that side blocking like that. See how they did the tub. I'm gonna make this as short as I can here. This one here, I don't understand. I mean, okay. So what do? Do you run your sheetrock here first, or do you run your piece here first? How do you keep this from? I don't think it matters what piece you run first. That is going to always have a way to break in. So how do you stop that sheetrock if you bump something up against it from the tape joint breaking? What stops that tape joint from breaking if you bump that wall? That's my question. Just having a hard time getting it out, but that is my question when you're doing this kind of framing. Put that thing way out there. Yep. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm going to make that the end of it. Until the next one.